Today I'm going to make sourdough wholemeal bread. I'm going to do a quick version, but check out my video for making sourdough. I'll leave a card up here for the full version of how you can do it. So today we're going to use wholemeal flour. The last time I made it with white flour. So let's see how it turns out. First of all, start with your starter. We'll pour it into a mixing bowl and we're going to use the sponge and dough method.
Pour around 200 millilitres of your starter into a mixing bowl. Remember to top up your starter afterwards with a little more water and some more flour to keep it going. Then add in around 200 grams of strong flour.
And then mix it on your mixer with a dough hook.
Then start mixing it into a dough. You may need to add more water if needed. Mix it for about 5 to 8 minutes.
Then once it's smooth, cover it up and leave it to rise. Okay, that's been proving up for a few hours now. Let's see if it's ready.
After quite a few hours, it should have doubled in size. We can then start making a dough. Add in around 400 grams of flour and then add about 300 millilitres of lukewarm water. Mix on a faster speed to knead the dough and stretch the gluten. Make sure the dough is not too tight. Add a little bit more water if needed. Mix it for around 6 to 8 minutes depending on the speed of your mixer. Mix it until the dough is nice and smooth.
Okay, it's ready. Dust the table with a bit of flour and then turn the dough out onto the table. I'm using a plastic scraper and then we're going to divide this up into 3 loaves. Guesstimate the size, it's fine. And then we'll roll them up round. Check my first video on how to mould up dough and then we'll let it rest for 10 minutes. We'll give it an intermediate proof. Cover it up so it doesn't get a skin on. Been resting for about 10 minutes and now we'll mould them up and we'll prove them in some of these bread baskets.
Mould the bread round for the round loaf. Make sure you keep the seam up in the proving basket. For the loaf shape, pull the base and the top and then fold it in and then pull out the sides to make an envelope. Then roll it up like a Swiss roll. Place in the proving basket with the seam up.
Okay, what we'll do now is put them in some polythene, cover them up and let them prove up.
The reason we prove them in a proving basket is so they keep their shape. As we have to prove them up for so long, they'd lose their shape if we just moulded them up and put them onto a tray for proving. The proving baskets help to keep the structure. Make sure you're really careful with the loaves as you're turning them out, as you don't want them to collapse at all.
Okay, I'm going to be really careful with this and egg wash it now and then seed it. Okay, I'm just going to put these in the oven.
Bake for 25 minutes at 180 degrees. Once the bread is out the oven, turn them onto a cooling wire.
These are a little bit denser because of the wholemeal flour.
They haven't risen up as much as the white bread sourdough did in my last video.
Okay, let's see what the texture's like. It's still really hot. I should wait until it's cooled down a bit. See, it's slightly denser.
That's how to make sourdough wholemeal bread. Let me know if you want more baking videos. Please subscribe and click the bell for notifications.